What's up, guys? Thomas here at CrossFit Dahlonega headquarters, the basement of the house again. It's Friday. It's a happy Friday. More importantly, it's a good Friday. Hey, Good Friday workout coming at you. We've got CrossFit Dahlonega at-home workout number 20. What it looks like is it's going to be 3-minute AMRAPs split up. You're going to do it 5 times, okay? So you're going to do a 3-minute AMRAP of 3 movements. Then you're going to rest for 1 minute, and you're going to do that 3-minute AMRAP again, and then you're going to repeat that a couple more times until you've done it 5 times total. So the movements that we've got, we're doing 5 dumbbell power cleans, we've got 7 push-ups, and we've got 12 reverse lunges. Now, these dumbbell power cleans, I'm going to go over those in a second. Let's talk about modifications first. If we don't have dumbbells, instead of doing the power cleans, what we're gonna do is an up down. So basically that's a burpee without the push up. You're just gonna come down to that plank really quick, hop your feet back forward, stand up and get a little hop at the top. That's what you're gonna do instead of your dumbbell power clean. The push up, your modifications there, you are going to either change your range of motion, so maybe not go quite as far down, or change your angle of movement. So find a desk, a bench, a chair, a box if you have a box at home, and do that with a full range of motion. I prefer you to do that. That way we're still getting full range of motion rather than limit your range of motion. But those are just some options for you, as well as if you want to hit the floor and go with on your knee push-ups, full range of motion, making sure every time your chest touches the ground. If your chest doesn't touch the ground, that's not full range of motion. So make sure if we're trying to move through full range of motion, we don't have any shoulder injuries or anything like that, you're getting through that full range of motion. So that is your modification for push-ups. And then reverse lunges, 12 reverse lunges, those are stepping backwards. What we're gonna do if we need to modify that, we can go into air squats, just do 12 air squats, or on this, find a beam or something to hold on to and do your reverse lunges holding on to a support. Or if you have a PVC pipe, you can plant a PVC pipe or a broomstick into the ground and use that as your base of support for your reverse lunges. So those are your movements. Then when we're done with part A, just like on Wednesday, what comes after part B, or what comes before part B? Part A, but you guys hated that joke, so now we're just gonna focus on part B. Part B is just stretching today. So all we're gonna do is a little bit of mobility. I'm gonna come at you guys a little bit later with a pre-recorded video with these movements in particular. That way you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So be looking out for that on the Facebook page. But the movements that you wanna do, if you know what they are, you're gonna hold for 30 to 60 seconds, just loosening up our legs a little bit, loosening up really our legs. Yeah, just our legs today. That's what we're focusing on. We've hit our legs pretty hard the past couple weeks, obviously, with just being able to do at-home workouts. So we've got a right and left leg pigeon stretch. We've got a split stretch on the wall, and then we've got a right and left leg couch stretch. I'll show those to you a little bit later in the video, but let's go ahead and take it over here. Let's look at the different movements that we're gonna be doing today, starting with the dumbbell power clean. The dumbbell power clean, you're gonna have 2 dumbbells, and you're gonna kind of straddle stand between those, so they should be straddling you. And they're gonna start on the floor. One head of the dumbbell has to touch the floor. The other head of the you're just gonna clean it up, almost like you're doing a power clean, which is what it is, but you're gonna bring that dumbbell up to your shoulders, kind of flash your elbows. One thing I like to think about when I'm doing these, that way my hip, if this is my hip and this is my head, that way my hip doesn't come above my head on the pull from the ground. I like to think my eyes are focused on my horizon, right? So that way I'm not here. Instead, my butt is down, my head is up, and I'm picking them up, bringing them to my shoulders, flashing the elbows, using my hips to pop, right? So I'm transitioning, my back is still up, chest is to the sky, I'm looking at the horizon, getting those good dumbbell power cleans. Now, again, modification for that, up downs. Here, come down to the floor, hopping, hop at the top. Down to the floor, hop at the top. That's your modification. Your push-ups, you guys know full range of motion push-ups. Coming all the way down, chest touches the floor, coming back up, a good way of knowing whether or not your chest touched the floor is to take your hands off the ground, right? So if I'm all the way down, hands off the ground, come up. You don't have to do hand release, but if you're prone to not being certain whether or not your chest got to the floor, I would recommend doing hand release push-ups, okay? And then last but not least, reverse lunges. We're just kicking it back. Foot comes down, knee touches the ground. Set it on Wednesday. Gentle kiss to the floor with the knee. And then we're standing back up, switching legs. Tap, switch legs. Tap. If we're not doing reverse lunges, like I said, we can kick it straight into air squats, dropping the hips down, all the way below, or find that support beam, whatever you have to help you take some of that weight off. That's your workout, CrossFit DeLonghi at home workout number 20 for today. Go hit it, have fun with it, and we'll see you later.